Trump has always been known for his explosive social media posts, but what he just put out there might be one of the craziest things we've seen from him yet. And what makes it even more bizarre is the context surrounding it. Just moments before he unleashed this wild post, Trump was out on the golf course, supposedly having a nice relaxing day. Now we all know one of Trump's favorite pastimes is golfing, and golf is supposed to be a way of unwinding, clearing your head, and taking a break from the chaos of life. But apparently, even a day on the golf course can't stop Trump from diving right back into the frenzy. In fact, we've got a short clip of him golfing that was taken just before he fired off his latest crazy post, and let's just say his form wasn't exactly great. In fact, it was actually pretty bad. Take a look at this. As you can see, even on the golf course, things aren't exactly going smoothly for Trump. And it seems like the frustration from that bad shot must have carried over into what he did next. Because right after this, he took to Twitter and posted something absolutely insane. And it's almost as if Trump just can't help himself. He might be out there trying to relax, but in the back of his mind, he's still stewing and getting worked up about something. And after he finally gets back to his phone after golfing, he's off and running with another wild claim or accusation. And of course, this latest post is no exception, and trust me, it's something that you'll have to see to believe. But here's the thing, it's not just the content of the post that's concerning, it's the fact that he snaps from one extreme to another. One minute he's out missing a shot on the golf course, and the next he's posting something that's bound to stir up controversy and grab headlines. It's like he can't ever truly switch off when he's supposed to be taking a break. And even right before he went out to golf, he posted this to Truth Social. He said, "Bret Baier of Fox News called me, I didn't call him, just prior to the Kamala convention speech, and asked me if I would like to critique her after she is finished. I agreed to do so. I thought it was non-specific and weak, with no fracking, crime, inflation, or anything else of interest mentioned. Delivery was a C+, with far too many and speedy thank yous at the beginning. It was weird. Likewise, I didn't call other media outlets that asked me to go on, they called me. The fake news, like often guilted Maureen Dowd of the failing New York Times, wrote incorrectly that I was making the calls. Wrong. I don't have to make calls to go on TV or anything else. They call me. It's called ratings, I guess. I'm the ratings machine." It's funny because when I first read ratings machine, I read ranting machine, which I think works better considering this is just a complete rant. Like, why does it matter if you called in versus them calling you? The effect is still the same. But anyway, this was not even the worst thing, because his post after he went golfing was even worse. And honestly, what he said was pretty dangerous. So if that's the case, what did Trump post that's got everyone talking? What could possibly be so outrageous that it stands out even by his standards? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. He posted to Twitter saying, "There will be no future under Comrade Kamala Harris, because she will take us into nuclear World War III. She will never be respected by the tyrants of the world." Yeah, just minutes after finishing up a bad round of golfing, Trump fires off a tweet that's not only shocking, but also deeply troubling. This kind of rhetoric is something that we've come to expect from him, but the intensity and absurdity of it still managed to catch us off guard every time. So now that we've seen the tweet, let's unpack what this really means. Trump's claim that Kamala Harris will lead us into a nuclear World War III is dangerously inflammatory, and this kind of rhetoric doesn't just stir the pot, it ramps up fear and tension, which is not the kind of message that you want to send heading into the next election. First off, let's talk about the way Trump framed this tweet. Referring to Kamala Harris as comrade is quite clearly meant to invoke Cold War-era fears, painting her as some kind of radical threat to American values. But what makes this particular post so alarming is the sheer level of paranoia and extremism that it suggests. Trump isn't just saying Harris is a bad choice for president, he's also claiming that she will lead us straight into global annihilation. But here's the thing, This kind of wild accusation says more about Trump than it does Harris. It's a glimpse into how far he's willing to go to delegitimize his opponents, even if it means spreading panic and making an outlandish claim that has no basis in reality. And let's be honest, if this is the kind of message that he's putting out after a simple round of golf, it raises serious questions about his ability to handle the pressures of leadership in any capacity moving forward. In the end, this tweet is more than just another bizarre moment in Trump's social media history, it's a stark reminder of the chaos that seems to follow him wherever he goes. As we get closer to the election, it's likely that we'll see more of these outbursts, and each one will only further highlight the unpredictability that has defined Trump's political career. The question now is, how much more of this can the country take? And at what point do even his supporters start to wonder if the stakes are just too high to keep playing this game? This latest post might have been made in the heat of the moment, but its impact will likely be felt for much longer.